So
So for the sake of our viewers,
it's actually into all this.
last year we had the global pandemic, and even in some countries up until now, they're on lockdown, and it affected a lot of businesses. We had people lay off staff and all of that. So, how did the lockdown affect business for Mikano International?
Okay, talking about the COVID-19 pandemic. First of all, let me say congratulations everybody for making it this far. I'm a living testimony of the pandemic. Talking about Mikano, how we survived it, right? Every business actually was affected in this pandemic, and we know that. But for Mikano, we try as much as possible to continue our business in a very controlled level. Example, working from home was one of the most important measures we put in place. Okay, if you must get to the office, it has to be for a very urgent and important matter. Okay, so we put that in place, and then most importantly, still being in our CSR spirit of Mikano. Okay, we did a whole lot of things like supporting the isolation centers. I personally supervise this particular part of it, supporting the isolation center in terms of providing power generation for them. We did that in Lagos, we did that in Ogun, we did that in Abuja, and some other states. Again, my CSO actually also supervised palliatives. Okay, we'll call it palliatives because it's actually trying to at least feed your immediate community where we operate. Okay. In fact, up to present, we still have some palliative that are still being given to some people that feels like it is now a responsibility of Mikano to give them palliatives. Okay, so we try as much as possible to control it, and though it affected the business very well, but thank God, God willing, we were able to survive it.
So we're still talking about lockdown, and you shared, of course, everyone knows that every business was affected by the lockdown, and you've told us how you were able to reach out to neighboring communities where you operate, how you helped the isolation centers with power and all of that. So we want to know about your staff. We had some companies that had to lay off staff. Was that the case here, or was everybody completely secure in that aspect?
The question is the simplest question to answer in this whole interview, because, like I said, Mikano cares about the people, okay, where it operates and even outside where it operates. Now, taking that into consideration, you should be rest assured that Mikano staffs are definitely a partaker of all these benefits.
Okay.
Now, the truth is, like I said, we were able to work from home, except necessity that will bring you to the office on official authority.
Okay.
Now, everybody was being paid. Truly, maybe at a point in time, there was a rumor like, okay, salaries were slashed in Mikano, people were laid off. The truth about the matter is, at a point in time, some people were not really necessary because their job is physical and they have to be in the office.
Okay.
And because we didn't have that activities, the best thing we did was actually to pay them probably half of their salary or this, but nobody was laid off. That I can boldly tell you as a public relations manager, nobody was laid off. Okay, kudos to my management. They were able to at least one way or the other, out of the profit we have over the years, to pay people that were not really necessary at work half of their salaries. That's what I can say. I'm sure they got more than half of their salaries. And for those who actually worked even from home, and at a point in time needed to come to the office to do one or two things, on authority, they also got extra. So one way or the other, it means everybody got their salaries in full.
But currently, business is back to normal. Everyone is on the ground.
To an extent, yes. But of course, the backlog of, defect is still affecting us, but we are coping. And of course, we are trying as much as possible to go into more businesses like the new automobile. So one way or the other will survive.
Okay, talking about these new businesses, I read somewhere about Mikano going into real estate. How true is that?
Okay, so talking about the real estate, Mikano doesn't really say it like that actually, because Mikano is into construction. Now, because we are coming into the market more like a few years back into construction, we needed to be able to show Nigerians that these are the things we can do. It's not all about collecting the government money, executing a project, and you feel like the project is substandard. No. We wanted to do something for ourselves. Now, what we did in Mikano Construction is that we build all our new, latest, innovation, well-equipped buildings for our branches. Okay, we built it ourselves. Okay, now, if you want to tell someone I can actually give you this kind of building, go and see my complex. Okay, now Mikano is actually also into like, building estates like, having nice structures put in some nice places. Like we have a particular construction going on at Queen's Drive on the island. It's going to be a very massive, lovely, and beautiful edifice because it's actually close and near, next to water.
Still talking about this.
Next to water. You're gonna have the yachts, you're gonna have the docking station, you're gonna have the helicopter park. It's a lovely project. So you can say Mikano is going into real estate, but I'm not giving you that now officially.
You talked about the new brand, the automobile brand that the company is going into. So these cars, are they favorable to the Nigerian road? Or?
That question, I will boldly answer it. You know why? We're actually franchising a couple of automobile companies at the moment, and we're franchising Geely as our premium brand. We're also franchising Dongfeng. It's called ZNA. ZNA is the pickup design or pickup design of the brands that we are selling. ZNA is Zenzo Nissan Automobile. Okay, it's like 100% Nissan. Okay, but you won't see it as Nissan, but the part is readily available to be used. Okay, as Nissan parts and the rest of it. Okay, that's the pickup brand. Now the premium brand that we are franchising is Geely. Geely Automobile is the biggest in China. Geely Automobile has actually acquired Volvo. Geely Automobile actually owns about 20%, 10% to 20% of Mercedes-Benz. Geely Automobile is 100% taxi used in the New York, okay, London, okay. So if you have a brand like that all over the world, you will be proud to say, I want to be part of you. So what we did is we decided to introduce Geely back into the Nigerian market, but it is assembled here. We have the state-of-the-art assembling plants, which a whole lot of press and a whole lot of government officials had actually come to inspect. So we assembled the Geely brands here. The first brand that we've actually flagged of recent is the Geely X7 Sport. It's an SUV. And the Geely M Grand 7 Sedan. More are still coming this year, but we need to take it one after the other. But these brands are very, very durable because even before we started the assembling, we've actually brought them into the country and we have test run at different times over the months. So we are sure that this is the next brand for the Nigerian market. If you go to our assembly department, you'll find a test track. When the cars are being manufactured, you'll find a standard test tracking environment where they can check the alignment, the wheel balancing, the technology is in place, and every other defect, the tires, the this, the that, it's perfect. I think you guys should take a tour to our assembly departments one of these days.
So these cars, these new brands that you're bringing into the country, who can actually afford them? Can the average Nigerian afford?
Okay, this is not a hidden agenda or hidden matter. Okay, few weeks ago we have actually just launched two particular brands, models, the X7 Sport and the M Grand 7. The X7 Sport at the moment is very, very affordable, as in the range of the SUVs that you can talk about, because it's just about 13 million naira. Okay, it could still be cheaper. Yes, it could still be cheaper. Talking about the range of SUVs you have in the market now. Talking about the M Grand 7, it's going for about 8.7, and the same range of M Grand 7s that you have in other brands are talking about 11 million naira. Okay, so if you're having it for 8.7 as against 11 million in the same category, my dear, it's good for the market. So, left for me, it's affordable. And we're still going to have some smaller SUVs and then some smaller sedan designs, which we're already testing at the moment, and it's going to be launched very soon. Definitely the prices are going to be cheaper, and then some are still going to be higher if you're having a higher models.
So there will be some that can be affordable.
Very affordable. Nigerians are rich, oh. Nigerians are very rich. We can afford anything affordable. Yes.
That's true.
Boldly telling us that. So that's it.
Every great achievement begins with a relentless desire that fuels the pursuit of excellence. Gathering the hard work, passion, and perseverance of our umbrella brand, Mikano Foods has become one of the most expert in cutting-edge cookie, pastries, and chocolate companies in the region, with a capacity to provide the best and most innovative solutions to our customers in an agile and dynamic way anywhere in the world.
It's been such an awesome time with you, Mr. David. On the final note,
okay.
Mikano has been thriving for about 28 years, if I got you correctly. So, can you share with us 3 business ethics that have aided this success of the company? We'd like to know, we'd like to learn, we'd like to glean from your years of experience functioning in Nigeria.
Okay, Mikano has actually been driven by some few major points. We are innovative, quality, customer satisfaction, and originality. We take that very importantly. Again, innovative, quality, customer satisfaction, which we don't joke with, and then originality. Stress that for me. Originality in every of our products. Originality is the key.
I think that's why your products stand out in the market.
And we have become an household name everywhere.
Thank you so much, Mr. David Fakuade, for your time.
So
for the sake of our viewers,